Yo! What's up, everybody? There will be a real overlay in the future, I promise.
Oh, that's not the worst.
It's all right. We got the get a load of this die cam, which is my personal favorite. Fix that a little bit. All right, so we are here to play Ravnica: City of Thieves. It is a Dungeons and Dragons game set on the multiverse plane of Ravnica in the Magic the Gathering fiction. It's an infinity city. It's city all the way up, all the way down, and in every direction. The characters, this is usually the part where we spend like 40 minutes introducing characters, but we don't got to do that because their art's on the screen and there's a 2-minute trailer explaining what they're about. We're going to start immediately. You guys ready to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
One way to find out.
Exterior, dusk. Orzhov Basilica, a towering structure made of marble, gold inlay, expensive timbers. It is an edifice to the worship of greed, the accumulation of money and power. Outside of the doors, there's a long line of supplicants. At the front of that line, knelt on a nice cushion that was provided for him, is a Loxodon paladin by the name of Pogo Basilthwaite.
It's pronounced Basilthwaite.
I'm going to try my best with that. We'll see how it goes.
You made fun of my name.
Basilthwaite.
All right. So you were told that in order to serve the lady most terrible and fair, which is your ultimate goal, the best thing you could do was kneel and wait here.
Ooh.
Somebody told you to do that a while ago. You've been doing this on a weekly basis.
Seems right.
The sun sets just like any other day. You are surrounded by the hustle and bustle of Ravnica. There are like 100 people that you can see all around you on the steps of this cathedral. Not 5 minutes after the sun sets, right as you're getting ready to start getting up and go and do your actual job, you feel the weight of a hand fall on your shoulder. You look down, there's a skeletal, like emaciated, almost skeletal hand.
Mm-hmm.
Each of the fingers has 2 rings on it.
That's dope.
And there's like a robe going back.
Ooh.
It's like, Pogo Basilthwaite.
Yeah.
I've been looking for you. I have an offer you can't refuse.
You're probably right about that.
Come with me.
No, I can't refuse. Okay, let's do it.
Also, want to point out he's been searching for him, and yet he's been there in that scene for weeks.
I mean, it's not my problem. I was told to wait here.
Do you stand up and look at this person while you're saying that?
No.
Okay. So you follow him. You don't actually see his face until you get inside the basilica where his office is.
Mm-hmm.
He turns around dramatically, pulls his hood back. He has slicked back hair and sort of like the beatific face of a preacher. But when he smiles, you see the fangs.
Oh.
His skin is very pale.
Okay. Hello. Do I know who this person is?
Excited.
No, you don't know who I am.
Oh,
You can call me the Baron.
that's creepy.
He slides a piece of paper across the desk, which is huge. It's a very long desk.
Mm-hmm.
This is your new contract.
What does that mean?
I purchased your debt, Pogo.
Oh.
I think you'll find the terms quite generous. In my service, you will not accrue interest.
Interesting.
I will pay you for your work. The only thing is, it's an at-will contract. So if you violate the terms, your debt becomes due in full. Do you understand what that means?
Sort of. I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but
Just
I wouldn't worry about it.
innocent
Sign here,
honest.
and then I have a job for you.
okay.
Didn't even read it.
Do you want to make a roll to try and read it? Or?
I will make a roll to attempt to read.
I think that would probably be investigate or history.
I have insight.
You can roll insight against him.
I will roll insight against him as I attempt to read.
Get to use the get a load of this guy.
Right. Hiya.
No!
So I rolled
Oh
a 7.
boy.
However, that is a total of 11.
11.
Okay.
I have +4 to insight.
That's pretty impressive.
You kind of get a
actually.
feeling like this guy maybe doesn't have your best interests at heart, like long term, but maybe this is like one of those things where you can make some money short term, and also, what else are you gonna do?
That's true. Yeah, I have literally no capacity to understand any sort of legal jargon, so I will just allow this to happen.
That's what I like to hear from
Oh.
a Orzhov recruit.
Good.
I think that you'll find that the opportunities you have in my service will impress the lady most terrible and fair.
Oh, that's what I like. She's very pretty.
Now, I have a job for you.
Okay.
I heard about what you and your friends did during the diamond exchange. I have
Oh,
a
yeah.
similar job for you,
Oh.
with a modicum more discretion required. But I'll get into the complexities of this job when they're all here. I prefer not to repeat myself. So if you could gather them tonight,
Okay.
I'll be waiting.
I won't
Goodbye.
keep you. Goodbye.
Interrupts you. It's goodbye.
I appreciate a man who knows his time is valuable.
All right. So who do you want to go after first?
I'm going to go after Mr. Fons Al Ghul here.
You do know where I am every Thursday night.
I know exactly where he is every Thursday night.
Exterior, evening, the Spiked Chain, a local club run by Rakdos. In an abandoned building? It's not entirely clear. They've redecorated, that's for sure.
That's nice. I appreciate the skill of interior decorating.
They may or may not own it.
Ownership is kind of a loose concept when you're
These
dealing
Aureus don't
with
come down here, so
Yeah.
psychopathic
like-
carnies. Like, they don't really get much into documentation of things. All right, so do you stand in line or you just roll through?
No, I'm going to smile prettily at the bouncer, who is you?
no.
No.
No, he's
The
different.
bouncer
person?
is a one-armed ogre who wears a gimp mask named Lenny.
Excellent.
Oh, hello, Lenny.
He wields a large spike
Excellent.
chain. He waves at you with the spike chain. You had to put your shield up like, ah!
Yes, that sounds right. Yes, I'm just going to sort of flounce my way in and
right.
say hello to you.
Roll me a persuade check.
I will do this. Persuasion. Hiya.
Oh, that's much
I
better.
rolled an 18 and I have +4, so that is a 22.
So you wave flouncily at Lenny. He waves back and kills somebody on the backswing, just like,
Nice.
"Yeah." All right.
Number
Fon-
of murders witnessed today? 7.
that's Ravnica, man.
Yup.
Can't walk down the street without saying something horrible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fonz Al Ghul, you are seated at a booth? Question mark?
Oh, I was figuring I was performing.
Oh, you're performing?
Yeah,
What,
Okay.
what do you do as performance?
stand-up comedy.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's a tough game.
All right. You jumped into this mud pit.
Yep.
Proceed. Give me your
Uh,
tight 30 seconds, please.
boy, so what's the deal with juice? Nobody knows where it comes from, and nobody knows what it's made of.
The Devkar the Golgari elves in the back are just like, hey, that juice is free. One of them throws a bug at you.
You don't have me.
Also,
I'm not good at
Woo!
this.
everybody knows what it is and where it comes from. We just don't like to talk about it because it's
So-
gross.
As you walk back to your table, the
You know,
Loxodon
goop
is there and he says that.
the
Mhm.
Golgari give
Alright.
out.
Well,
So,
Mr.
scene.
Basilthwaite.
It's delicious
Oh, hi.
and nutritious.
That's like wiping bug off of me.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll get him next week.
I don't think you will. I've been watching you do this for months. You're terrible.
Gotta practice.
It's like
You're
that-
right. I appreciate your go-get-em attitude. Wink. Oh my.
Did you say wink?
Of course. I have
That
this
is
thing where I
pogo.
cannot wink unless I say wink, and I cannot not wink when I say wink.
Also, his head is so
Wink.
large, if he winks with the wrong eye, I would know he was winking.
That is
Very
also
true.
I thought you were going to say if he winks with the wrong eye, you break your arm or something.
But yeah, do you happen to know where Ilana and Pigeon are? And also, I need you to come with me tonight for reasons I cannot discuss.
I don't know, but I will go with you.
Yes. Yes. One inspiration for you.
Yeah, that's super nice. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I just got booed off stage, but I can only get but so much worse.
Here's the thing I think we should do. I have, a little bit of spending money. What do you say we get really drunk first? Like uncomfortably drunk.
Like you read my mind.
Yes. Okay.
Alright. So
I
then,
would like to spend 1 gold on booze.
That is so much booze.
I understand.
Oh,
You understand how
my
much
God.
booze that is. Alright. I'm
A
going to
fuck
stop
ton.
messing around with this. and actually just
Or
do my
one
job.
very, very expensive.
Mhm.
glass.
We are two
That's
very
what it
large
is.
creatures.
That's also true.
Alright, so you slap down a Orzovan gold, what's the
Piece.
word? Zib
No, yeah.
on the table. The bartender, Persephone, who is like, imagine like a carny in an 18th century nobleman's outfit on the body of a 25-year-old acrobat who kills people for fun. That's Persephone. She owns this place.
Delicious.
She picks up the gold bar, bites it, takes out an entire keg, puts it on the table. You guys start drinking. At some point during your drinking, next up on the main stage, Alana Silvercrest. The spotlight goes on you.
I
Whether or
found
not
one.
you were planning this, by the way. Like,
Yeah, like-
I don't know if you were in line to perform, but they've decided it's your time to perform.
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit. You know, she'll get up out of her booth, a booth that's very overpopulated with people. You know,
You have to like fight people to get out. Just like
yeah, she doesn't really fight. Like, she is obviously like pushing hands away, like grabbing as she goes to get up. It's very odd and kind of a weird corner to be in.
I really wish I was that popular. She's so cool.
She like walks across the table to get over.
you get one inspiration.
Dope.
She walks across the table to get over. Like, she's already got her violin out and starts to play. It starts out as a very slow, long tune. Like, the notes are like very long, not very calming, almost enough to confuse everyone in the room into silence. And then, like, as soon as she steps onto the actual stage, the beat just kicks up insanely, and the stage lights are, like, going around
Yep.
and spinning. She's dancing around in the circle, just
Like a bunch of trapdoors pop out, like actual demons that are like this big with
Mm-hmm.
maracas and shit come out. It's like, there's
Yeah, like, there's
fireworks,
clearly-
like the whole thing.
What's
yeah.
the deal with Juice?
You don't have to roll a perform check because that was fantastic.
Yeah, it was fabulous.
Nailed it. Then you notice while you're on stage, you see those two guys whispering conspiratorially and looking at you.
We're probably dancing at this point.
I'm
Okay.
most definitely
Yeah,
dancing.
we're
like,
pretty drunk
some
and
people
there's
are
music,
probably,
so we're
yeah,
probably
probably
dancing
people
together.
are probably dancing in weird spots at their booths, clapping, whatever they want to do. It's a
It's
weird
like
room.
chain on a Thursday night.
It's a weird room to be in.
Drinks cost extra, but the chain is free.
Yeah.
Right?
Pigeon
one went for
crawls
that.
out from under a table to clap enthusiastically.
You're also here?
Oh yeah, no, she followed Pogo.
I mean,
Wait,
like,
what?
Yeah, I was there the entire. I mean, I wasn't in the room, but I saw you walking around. I was like, "Elephant friend," and followed you.
I imagine your type
Well,
of
this was
dancing,
convenient.
like, you're clapping and
Super
bouncing,
nice.
and, like, one foot is coming out at a time. Like,
Oh,
that's-
yeah,
like,
it
that's
is
her version.
not-
It's very awkward.
It's not on the beat at all, but the passion is really there.
I picture you as like you dance the same way that Ellen Page did in Umbrella Academy. Just a lot of like.
Just-
mm.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it's
I'm
very
so excited
awkward.
I decided to stand for this RPG. 'Cause
Yeah.
now I get to do all of the like.
It's nice.
Conducting.
All right, so you guys all end up at a corner booth at some point in the evening. Mind you, this dude said tonight, so like
Yeah.
things are starting to get a little bit off the rails.
Mhm.
Smash cut back to the Baron, who like is writing something. He looks up at his timepiece, notes that it's like 1 a.m, frowns, goes back to writing.
Should've-
I'm going to show up very drunk.
This is
going
the
to be
best
great.
job interview ever.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Everybody's proud of me.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Okay, so guys, here's the thing. Scary Vampire Man wants me to assemble... Oh, he's dead. Wait.
Oh, why?
Okay, he's alive. He's
Oh.
very good because I need all of you to come with me to Scary Vampire Man, who now owns me. Yes, that is it. That's all I know, really. It's going to be a good time. I've been informed we
told
get
you.
money.
Yeah, I told you it was the job, but that's okay.
A lot is
making
going to be
choices.
very, like, intrigued by this and ask for a moderate description. Like,
Okay,
did you see his face?
the Scary Vampire Man has the fangs of vampire, and his hair is slicked back, is very pale.
Do you have any other, like, outstanding features?
He's definitely a vampire.
I just rolls her eyes very exaggeratingly and, like, goes back to sipping on her drink. Like, Jesus.
What's the deal with Orzo?
If you have a
vampires?
relevant knowledge skill, you could try and roll it to see if you know this guy.
I mean, you know, she's a... I guess I could kind of roll. It's not really, I wouldn't even call it a roll. That's not a lot to go off of. A pale vampire. Like, there's
Right.
no...
Could I
would our-
roll religion to see if I know this person?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh, I'm going to see if I know who this is.
Please do.
7 hours after the fact. Wait, I have to roll over
I could,
here.
yeah.
Hiya. I got a 5.
Got a
Plus
5
2.
plus 2.
7.
All right. Well, I can tell you this because it was literally the nameplate on his desk said Advocist, which is a
Oh, terrible, terrible thing for us to do with.
so he is a basically a banker lawyer
Oh.
of the Orzovans.
Pigeon has no real identity. She's not worried about anything.
He's
Fair.
What are you gonna do?
He's one of the
Put you in a
Warsaw
detention
advocates.
Ooh, they can try.
He's a very scary person. That said, he has money. He's willing to share money.
Like, just moderately, like, almost not super obvious. Yeah, they cut all of us. Not super obvious, but Alana, like, appears to relax a little bit more. Like, goes back to lounging a little bit more
Okay.
casually than sitting forward, like,
He's a banker, lawyer, priest, basically.
Yes.
That's what he does. He also happens to be a vampire. That's
I
neither
mean,
here
as
nor
someone
there.
who's like a bard who like obviously under like the storytelling and stories and music, she kind of sort of hears rumors about a lot of things. So for her to be all of a sudden like intrigued by something, that's probably a red flag.
Okay, so are we good to go to the place? Because I'm very late now. I promised to show up, like, not in the middle of the night drunk. So,
Too late.
we will...
In parentheses, on screen, he didn't.
He also did not read the contract, so maybe he did.
In my defense, reading is very hard.
Your planning skills
And
are
so
on
am I.
as point
Tiny
as
little
ever,
eyes.
Pogo. I'm
Alright.
gonna get.
Sense of hearing.
Remind me to get a martini glass so that I can like actually have something to act whenever we're in here.
Nice.
Like she's very like constantly like, I'm doing this. I'm getting one.
Alright, you get one
I'm
inspiration.
here for that.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Mark it down.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back to the church, I guess.
Alright, so you guys stagger your way drunkenly back to the church.
Yes.
So, this is the part where I would roll an encounter die, but I did not have it with me. So,
Wait, we have one right there.
yo! Roll that, please.
It is, oh boy, the Demir.
Great. Everybody
Oh.
roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
Fucking
good at
cock.
those.
Oh, I might have passed.
That would be a 23.
I got an 11.
Oh shit. 4.
16.
Pigeon
Ah.
sees all.
So we might be going on a pigeon tangent here. So you're the only person who noticed this. You see two nondescript business people of Ravnica. They bump into each other on the street, and both like casually like drop their briefcases, which you notice are identical. Then they bend down and pick up each other's briefcases and go on their way. What would you like to do about that?
Nothing. You know what's good for you.
I mean, this is definitely weird. Probably.
Alana. There was a strange briefcase incident.
And like when?
Right now.
Where?
Right there.
Like
When you point it out, you see two people with very similar looking briefcases going in opposite
They're
directions.
walking away.
It seems familiar somehow to you.
Mm-hmm. Bet it does.
Mm.
Do I see either face? Like, do I see either person, like, in appearance?
Roll me another perception check now that you're actually paying attention.
What is it?
18.
Alright, so unnatural 21.
Woo!
My perception is high.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you see their faces, you don't recognize any of them, but you recognize that look. You know what kind of person that is. You also know that all four of you could easily take one of them.
Real
We're
quick.
like 3.5 right now. I'm pretty far into my cuts.
Very drunk.
I'm
I'm
peeing
I'm
on the
gonna-
column probably while this is going
She's
on.
gonna, like, spin around, arms out, and be like, I have a quick detour. Do you, any of you mind?
I'll
What?
go.
It will just take a moment. A little bit of
I-
pre-meeting fun, if you will.
I'm about it. Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna go.
So late.
We're gonna go
for
after the
this.
closest one, I
So
guess.
late.
Okay, so you go after the closest one. Somebody roll me any die. I just need odds or evens.
9.
It's odd.
It's
Odd.
odd.
Good. Okay. So you guys corner this person in a dark alley. We're not going to do a combat because it's one dude versus four, and that would end very quickly and boringly. Instead, we're going to do a skill challenge. Basically, you guys are
Okay.
going to take turns doing whatever it is you do, and based on how many successes or failures we get after one round of this, that'll determine, do you defeat this person? What do you get from them? How much noise do you make? Et cetera, et cetera. All right, so we'll start with Pogo. So I imagine you just like waylay this person in the alley.
Yes, I am going to attempt to intimidate this person.
Okay.
I'm going to inform him that I am large, angry, and drunk. I've answered to your holding, and I'm as close to the law as you really get around here, so nobody's going to care if you scream.
Yep. Do it.
I got an 11 plus 4 is 15.
Nailed it. All right. So that stymies him for a couple of different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, you're like I imagine that you are like the most whimsical Orzhov
Yes.
creature ever. So basically, you waylay him, and then Fanzagul, what do you do?
I'm gonna attempt to persuade him to give up the briefcase before any violence ensues.
Okay. So what do you say?
Hey, maybe you should give up the briefcase before my large friend here decides to kill you.
All right.
I will do it.
What'd you get?
An 11.
11. He's not about. We'll say that she is not about that. the grip tightens on the briefcase, and you lose track of where her other hand is.
Uh-oh.
I mean, I'm drunk, so
You
I
weren't
tried.
paying attention in the first place.
Yeah.
Pigeon.
Well, if one hand is holding the briefcase, I want to see what the other hand's doing, I guess.
All right. How are you going to accomplish that? What's your plan? You could do literally whatever you want. You could turn into a bear. You could eat a good berry. Like,
Turn into a spider and climb in the pocket.
I mean,
We tried that last time.
this alley has a lot of
Hey,
bugs
it
in
totally
it. I don't know if you want
worked.
to turn into a spider.
Turn into a
Yeah.
snake then.
No, it never works.
I think I might just try and like snatch a hand out, see if I can grab her arm.
That's a sleight of hand, I guess.
Yeah, sounds
All
right.
right, let's do that.
You rolled very poorly.
Yeah, that's a 2. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a 6.
6.
With your
Yeah.
proficiency?
Yeah, the proficiency is +2.
Okay. So this actually is something relevant. So you're a Vidalcan. You're not a Vidalcan. You're a Simic hybrid, leaf-tailed gecko. You got sticky fingers, which is why you have a climb speed.
Mm-hmm.
I have a campaign-defining question about your sticky fingers. Do you want them to just give you a climb speed, or do you want them to give you advantage on other things, but also come with problems?
I want the advantages and the disadvantages. Give me that mixed bag.
Okay,
Nice.
so you go to grab her arm. She immediately twists around, and it should, just break your grip, but you can't let go. So instead, you do a front flip and land on the ground.
Is she
That
still
hurts.
attached?
Yeah, still attached. She has a knife pointed at you, and now that your faces are up close, you recognize this person. You have seen her before. Last time you saw her, she pushed you over
You're
a
the
balcony.
lady from the lab.
You're still alive?
If I have the opportunity, she's going to immediately change shape.
Okay, we'll come back to it.
I was hoping you were a spit ass.
Alana.
No.
I'm very afraid of her. I'm not afraid of the scientist. I'm very afraid of her.
I suppose, like, is it too late for a charm person?
No.
Okay, well, just because she's already been, like, physically, like, initiated. That's what I was kind of wondering.
It's never too late for charm person,
All
baby.
right, so I guess she's gonna do like a little charm person.
All right, somebody roll me a d20 for that wisdom save, please.
I will do this.
Okay, yeah.
I like this. Ooh, not great. I rolled a 15.
All right.
Not
somebody
great
with
for us.
Yeah.
Somebody
For
tell me what
her.
happens when you fail or when you pass a charm person. It's just nothing happens, I think.
Nothing happens, but you are aware that somebody tried to charm person you.
So wait, did she fail it? Or did
She succeeded.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
How do we know?
So the way you know is that she looks up at you.
Well, actually, how do I know if I win or fail those?
Oh, so
Like, is there a
basically,
limit?
when you cast a spell like that, they have to roll a save to avoid being affected.
But-
Against
yeah, but
your,
I'm saying,
against
like-
your spell.
Is your spell
Uh,
save DC?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
your question. Okay,
Yeah,
so
Yeah,
it's
that-
eight,
that's-
8 plus your level plus your related stat, right? Or is it proficiency bonus?
Proficiency bonus.
Proficiency
on
bonus
stat.
plus related stat plus 8.
All right, hold
Yep.
on a second. I think this thing's supposed to have it because I'm a fucking.
Yeah, your spell DC is 12.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
Well, I got another level, so technically it's 14. So yeah, she just got it.
So you cock an eyebrow at her. The magical charm sort of like goes right through her. She looks up at you with a like this bitch face, and it's just like, that was a nice try. You and I are gonna talk later. I gotta go, and she's going to cast gaseous form and float away.
Do I have anything to do about that?
Oh my god!
Can you trap the gas?
I cast fan, Big B's fan.
Uh-huh.
Big B's bag.
There you go. Whomp.
Got it.
No, there's not really much I can do
Get
about
the
that.
like
That's
Ghostbusters
unfortunate.
vacuum.
Okay,
And just
wait.
suck it up.
She can't carry a briefcase while she is
Correct.
Gas.
She leaves the briefcase
Yes!
behind. All right, so she leaves the briefcase behind and escapes.
Okay.
And now you know her face. You know she works. She's active in the 6th precinct.
Pigeon is instantly afraid,
By
which
the
is
way,
not something that happens
so
a lot.
Pigeon is like afraid and panting, and I'm gonna use this moment to do like a flashback where you are. Pigeon is like a normal animal creature, or a normal girl who has broken into some Simic research facility somewhere. She's looking around for something to steal. She turns around. That person you guys just saw is there and pushes her over a balcony, and she falls into a vat of goop and comes out lizard girl.
Uh-oh. Seems like you have some past trauma related to this person. Would you like to talk? I'm very good about talking.
I don't know who she is. I just know that she's the one that made me
Sticky?
sticky. Yes. Sticky.
All right, so you guys cracking open this briefcase. It is locked, but like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
I'm good
we
at
should
that.
bring it to Mr. Vampire Man.
All right, so
This
1
is
for bringing it to
meeting
Vampire
or-
Man and 3 for cracking
Break
it
it
open.
open. Yeah, for
May
sure.
I make my case here? This man is going to be very upset with us. If we don't bring him some sort of excuse for why we are so very late and very drunk.
Lie?
That's sort of what I'm saying, is we spent all of our time chasing this down, and that involved getting drunk and having so much fun at the party.
We can see what it is first. You don't just gift someone something you don't know.
Yeah, what if it's a knife?
That
That'd
is,
be cool.
it is
A
not
knife
the
that
greatest
jumps
look
at
where you're just
you.
like, we stole this, we don't know what it is. Here you go, boss. Actually, you know what? That's not bad. I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't kick that out of bed for eating crackers.
Yeah, we're gonna look at the case.
Okay,
It doesn't hurt to know.
you're right.
All right, so you guys crack open the case. It is your standard leather briefcase. Inside, there is a blue, luminous strand. Half of the party, and I won't say which because that would ruin the fun, recognizes this as a thought strand. It is a ancient Demir technique of pulling thoughts out of people's brains and making them a physical object, which can then be traded, bartered, stolen, et cetera, et cetera. So you have a thought strand.
How
Can
do
I
we
wear it like a necklace?
You don't want to display
Can
a thought
we
strand.
know what it is?
Not from House
Yes, you can
Demir.
roll an Arcana roll to read it.
Wait, all right.
Or you can put it inside your head, and then it will be your thought.
Oh, I'm doing that. I'm drunk enough.
So you're-
Without
Yeah,
knowing what it
exactly.
is, just
That feels
When
right.
we're all
impulse
like,
control.
oh, what is that? Immediately, I just eat it.
Okay.
Oh, hang on.
eat it?
I want like Minotaur cow chewing on this dude. Like, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I then turn to start peeing on the wall.
Okay. So you have a very vivid memory of standing in a dank tunnel somewhere in the Undercity. It's a place you've been before. This is much more mushroomy and bioluminescent.
Wait,
so
a
it's
place
not-
that I've been before, or the person whose memory this is has been before?
You've been in the Undercity in real life.
Okay.
This person has always also been in the Undercity. You are looking at a stand of purple mushrooms in a cave somewhere, and you have the knowledge of their approximate value. And also, you remember how you got here from the Dead Bridge. Like, you have the route, you know there's something down there, and it's worth money.
Dope.
Interesting.
Good thing I have
Alright.
this memory.
Side quest, unlocked. We'll come back to it.
Nice.
Of course, you ate it, so none of us will ever be able to see that memory.
Unless you
I
talked about
live
it.
down there.
Unless you cast encode thoughts and just pull it out of him.
Well, there's that.
Willingly or unwillingly if you cast mind reading before. Anyway,
Oh, shit.
encode thoughts is a cool spell. Anyway,
That sounds fun.
smash cut back to the Orzhov Basilica. Everyone is drunk and sweaty. Just like
Not me.
Yeah, I was just say.
No, we weren't drunk.
Yeah.
I'm not sweaty.
Alana
Just
holds
drunk.
her liquor.
I'm
I'm
too
very
young
sweaty.
to drink.
I only wear pants,
Oh,
so
since
there's
one
not a
of
lot
us
of me to get
stopped
sweaty.
starving.
oh good, you're all here finally.
Yeah, sorry about that.
I don't know what I expected.
Neither do I.
Hello, my name is the Baron. I'm an advocate for the Church of Orzhov, and I have a job offer for you.
Will we get gems?
I don't know about gems. More likely it's going to be gold.
Gold
see,
is shiny.
I have a friendly rival within the church, a duke of sorts within our organization. He is an indolent fellow who likes to gamble. He has a private poker game that takes place in the Spike Chain that happens tomorrow night. I know for a fact that it is poorly guarded, and I know that you know the right people. All of you could rob him and make him look very bad and make yourself a lot of money at the same time. How does that sound?
That sounds super cool. I want to do it.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
He sort of leans over, is like, "Oh, but I insist." But at the end of it, you're like, "Oh no, that was not sexual. He wants to drink your blood."
No, like physical, no physical display of exchange, but obviously like a. Okay.
Oh man.
Oh dear.
Not my
okay.
type.
All right. Do you have a way you would like this to be done, or is it entirely up to us?
Entirely up to you. We'll call this like a Rorschach test. I want to
Okay.
see how you approach this job. I would recommend that you try to hide your identity, because that would be deleterious for you.
You know what really
Oh,
blends
yeah.
into a crowd? An elephant. That's why when they talk about the elephant in the room, talk about something you can't see.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen an elephant in
great?
a room.
This was
I
definitely
wish
out
that was in
loud.
character.
That was
dialogue.
definitely in character. That was
Pigeon
definitely.
would not have thought about that, unfortunately. She's still I think she. Yeah. Yeah.
So you'll do
Excellent.
it. You rob this poker game, make my enemies look terrible, make yourself a lot of money at the same time.
Yeah, let's do it.
My friends are doing it. I'll do it.
That's always an excellent reason to do things.
Let's go.
Friends.
And I will tell you this, and he stands up to sort of like get his favor done. I don't know if you know who I am or what I do. I'm an advocate for the church. That means I talk to the Azorius when people are arrested and get them off. That means that I take stolen gems and I turn them into cold Azorius gold. That's what I do. This is the start of a very beneficial relationship and a fantastic opportunity for all of you. Don't squander it. And he turns and leaves. His own office. Like, he leaves his office.
Just for
As
the
soon as he leaves, I'm
dramatic
gonna
effect.
start
Start
peeing on
looting
something.
shit. Like, oh, you just pee on something?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm surprised you lasted.
I'm surprised you lasted this long.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh, man.
Just
Are you
standing
sure,
there
like the
swaying
wall?
slightly.
you sure you want to commit to that bit for the rest of the campaign? Alright. So,
Okay.
we will take a quick break. When we come back, it's time for the robbery. I also have a poll that I want to put up
Ba, ba.
for reasons.
Okay.
Is it like a strip?
Yeah,
Oh no,
like
technical
what poll?
difficulties. Yo, we're back.
better.
Technical difficulties on the stream. We were offline for a little
Oops-a-doodle.
bit, but we're back. We are going to start exterior Friday night. Spiked chain club underneath the bridge. So this
Dead
there's a
bridge.
giant bridge
yeah.
where you guys live in the 6th precinct that goes elsewhere. This bridge goes over the Dead Bridge Chasm, which is the primary means of ingress and escape from the Undercity where the Golgari live. Built into the bridge are also buildings because this is Ravnica. One of them used to be, you guys are guessing like a theater house, maybe? That the Rakdos have taken over and turned into essentially like an open mic night style club called the Spike Chain.
Nice.
Come to the
Okay.
Spike Chain. The drinks cost extra. Spike Chains are free.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are outside planning your attack, I would guess.
You know, we could be subtle, I guess.
What if
We're known
I-
here.
I was just gonna say though,
Yeah.
like, first of all, I assume that means that like we know kind of sort of where this poker game is gonna be, like where it's actually located inside.
It's going to be in one of the private rooms on the 2nd floor.
Can I
So-
turn into something real?
can I turn
Stealth-like?
into something very small
Aren't you small enough?
and look at
What?
She laughs. It's not a cute laugh.
Uh-huh.
With these like private
I
rooms
appreciate
have access to like room service, catering.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm just gonna go with a tray of drinks in each one and just see what we got.
All right.
Yeah, I see. Reconnaissance seems appropriate.
Yeah. She's a performer. She works there. People are gonna be like, oh, okay, that person.
All right. The first obstacle presents itself as you attempt to grab a tray of drinks, and Persephone puts her hand on it. It's like, Alana, you don't work here anymore.
Anymore? Wait, what?
You're not sure. This person's a pathological liar and extremely dangerous. They also run the club. She's just kind of curious about what you're doing.
I like to
also-
be social.
You kind of need to clear it with her before you rob people here. Like,
Do we have to tell her we're robbing somebody?
you tell me. They do enjoy spectacle and violence, so you don't think she's going to be completely opposed to it. It's just a question of
Could
perception.
also always do my stand-up. That might help.
Nah, I'll just.
To incite
There we
violence.
go.
Yes, it's the distraction.
Like she'll grab my hand, what are you doing? And I'll be like, do you like Orzovian gold?
Not as much as I like Orzovan blood.
I can get you both if you give me an hour.
And
All right, I'll
tray
pull
of
this
drinks.
It's like, all right, tray of drinks.
Uh-huh. That's nice.
And she'll kind of look back like, you wouldn't have happened to have seen somebody with, like, obviously upper class Orzhov.
Oh, you're looking for.
recently?
You want me to tell you where the Orzhovan is?
You don't have to.
So
I
you
can
can
figure it
stab
out.
them. Why don't you figure it out? That'll be fun.
All right. Like,
Let's go
Or-
door to door up there.
Or I
It'll be
can
great.
do my stand-up.
well, then I'll be coming back and forth for drinks. And trust me, people are paying for them.
I don't trust you.
I'm not just going to go give away trays of drinks in, like, obviously, like, walk up to her, grab another tray, and walk away and not expect to, like, hand her money for these drinks. I know better than that.
So yeah, as you're saying that, she's like, "Darling!" And there's like a handsome guy with a goatee, like the current paramour that she has, who walks up and she just stabs him in the jugular, like right up, kills him in the bar. You owe me money. What are you saying? You just leave.
There will be payment. And just walk away. Like,
Great.
trays of drinks in both hands and just off.
All right. You go upstairs.
She's so cool.
Cult of Rectus.
Door number 1. Roll me a d6.
Like a D6.
Oh,
2.
nice.
Okay, roll me a wisdom save.
I don't even know, like, did I have any?
Relevant stats.
Yeah,
for
it was
that?
like- I
So
don't
this
know
is
what
just a
I'm going
wisdom save, so you just roll your wisdom, and if you add your proficiency to it, which I don't think you do,
Yeah, I only have +1 wisdom. 14.
14. All right, that is enough. So you part the beaded curtain on the first door. The camera shot is your reaction, and you can see like the heads of 2 people who are like wearing full like leather, ridiculous Rakdos costumes. You also hear the bleating of some kind of farm animal in the camera shot. You roll a wisdom save because you've just seen something terrible. But there are no Orzhovans in here, so you close the curtain,
Like,
go on to the next one.
I'm judgmental for
Sorry,
some
just-
reason. The Cult of
wrong,
Rectus. to
wrong
judge.
room, gentlemen, and just like walk away.
Uh-huh.
They both swing spike chains around. Woo! All
Yeah.
right, next room. Roll a d6.
A 4.
4. All right. Are you doing? You're not doing this stealthily. So roll me a deception check.
Okay. I have high deception too. Natural 20.
Natural,
No, unnatural
right.
20. Sorry, unnatural 20.
unnatural 20.
Yeah.
Still pretty good. And you needed it. Because you part the curtain, walk in. There is a poker game happening. There are 2 goblins who are armed with little spears. There's another goblin who looks very important, sitting at the table. He's got a bunch of gold. He's got like really craggy facial features and a scar. Sitting on his left is a very fat Orzhovan pontiff. He's got 2 tiny gray men. You know them to be thralls. They're like weird slave creatures who are just sort of like fanning him. And then on that person's left is a woman wearing a hood with thought strands in front of her. You're like, for a second you hesitate, and then you're like, just play it cool, play it cool, play it cool. And then you serve the drinks. She doesn't even look up. And then you leave. But it is the exact same person who you robbed last night.
Ah, fuck us. Knew I
Yeah,
should
more
have.
spaghetti.
That's what you think those are?
I mean, it tasted like spaghetti.
Do I know if she looked at me at all?
You're pretty sure she saw your face, but she was looking at her cards.
Oh, okay.
You're also looking at her cards. She's probably going to win that hand.
All right, good to know. Serve the drinks, walk through the curtain again,
All right.
come back downstairs. Room 2. I explained to them, like, the people in the room.
Ooh, spaghetti.
Yeah. Goblins, armed people. The woman we robbed last night, she's also there, which is interesting because she was also wearing Orzhov.
No, she's wearing just a hood and cowl.
Okay, yeah. So Demir is here. She plays a good hand.
So what?
The persons that we robbed last night.
Yeah, I got that, but then she said a word I didn't understand.
What word?
The D word.
House Demir. No worries. It's
Huh?
fine. You
mean the
heard
house
me.
that doesn't exist?
Yeah.
That's what you're told to believe, yes. Now, again, she has more thought strands
We
with
need
her,
to
too.
kill her.
Yes, we do.
Cool.
Game plan.
I would like
Also, Persephone would
to
like
kill her.
a show, possibly something to clean up. So this can get as violent as we want.
We will kill her then.
All right, we'll kill them all,
Time to
probably.
murder.
Well, okay. We can't kill the Orzovian. Remember, like, he just wanted us to rob him and make him look bad. Don't kill him, I think. Kill him? Maybe? Do
I'm
we
not
care?
opposed to it.
These are the sorts of judgment calls that you have to make as a professional criminal.
That's what I was
I'm
saying.
just gonna
Like,
start licking my knife now.
he just wanted us to humiliate him.
Thank
Like,
you.
should we just kill him? Like, would that be easier?
It's murder time.
Yes and no.
We must.
If I'm associated
Kill
with the
her.
murder of
Murder
somebody
victim.
who is very involved in my
Murder.
church and is
Murder
have higher
her.
ranks than me, I'll
And
probably
eat
be
the
killed.
spaghetti.
Okay, so
She will be
kill
juice.
everyone else if the opportunity
will be juice.
arises, but
Juice.
What's the
try
deal
not to
with
kill
juice?
the
It's
Orzovan.
made of lady.
But you can make him bleed. Injury's fine.
Trying to do a comedy act with me?
No critical. Would you two pay attention?
Hang on, we're working on a new act.
You get one inspiration.
Another inspiration.
Yeah, you're gonna need it.
I already have 2.
I hand them out like candy.
Good.
Candy is
Nice.
nice.
Don't kill the Orzovan, but we
Yeah.
do need
We've been
blood.
through this. It's murder
no,
time.
No, you can murder everybody else. You're not to kill the Orzovan. We need
Murder.
Pogo to live for a little longer. Like, it's fine.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Persephone, though, does like Orzhov blood. So, injury, cool, nothing critical. Okay?
Is it murder time?
This is fine with me.
Anyone small or female? Yes.
It's
Okay.
so dark. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
The
Yeah.
largest one in
I
the
hope
room was the
the
Orzovian.
camera now just goes black and white and just a little accent of red and like sad violin music starts playing.
Yeah.
My
Don't-
violin
do
music.
not tempt me. I could very easily make that
It's like the
happen.
sad like Ravnica and Schindler's List now. It's just at the break and they start killing people.
All right, now, how do we rob him
So fun
is the
fact:
question.
I have this spell called Command, which is if he fails to shake off what I magically compelled him to do, I can have him say grovel on his knees for about 5-6 seconds.
Or we could just get to stab and people tend to do what you want if you just start killing people.
Stab.
I like this one.
Yes.
Well, we might be
Wait.
able to initiate a distraction. I'll be right back. You guys
Okay.
should come upstairs and wait, though.
Okay.
Okay,
Going back in.
I'll pull
I'm
this
gonna see if the guys in room 1 are interested
Oh.
in a different sort of animal.
Oh my god. All
But
right. Excellent.
I don't appreciate that sort of talk.
Not
Thank
you.
very- Okay.
Not you.
I don't
Not
appreciate that
Pogo.
sort of talk.
Not bulls either.
We're
How dare you? Maybe I wanted to.
treading
You
some
can do whatever you
dangerous ground
want, Fonz, in your spare time. You know what room they're in. That's not the point.
here. All right. So you go to room 1. At this point, they're like, "Really? Again?"
We didn't order anything.
My sincerest apologies, gentlemen. Is the animal
Gentlemen.
dead? Is the animal dead?
You don't know where the animal is.
Okay, just how big is his
Oh,
room?
boy.
You've lost eyes on the animal.
Don't go in that room.
How big is his room?
It's
You
10
are
by
small
15
and
feet, and
Oh.
there's nothing in here.
Oh,
so
that's
you're,
true.
the fact that the
You
animal is
see
not here is
a big
terrifying.
lizard,
Okay,
they're like,
Would you gentlemen have do you have any preference? Goblins, people, what are the gray things called?
Thralls.
Thralls. Do these interest you at all?
They look at each other. They both have zipper masks, so they're not talking. They both look at each other. Roll me a persuade, I guess.
are they going to unzip and then rezip to talk?
Oh, I hope not.
Or is it just through the
A
mask?
9.
No, I hope they just don't say
unfortunately.
anything. It's creepier.
And then just-
9. Okay, so they look at each other. They shrug, and then they're like,
I feel
What are
like
they
you
trying to
basically have
instigate
to.
here?
Just gotta push her into the room.
They're like, maybe later. There's a lot next door, though.
Oh boy.
"All right, so you're doubling down at this point."
Yeah, there's a handful of people next door. They are definitely not prepared for you.
Oh,
Is that good?
No.
Maybe.
Maybe that's their thing.
All right, roll me a deception check, because at this point you're just flat out lying.
Okay. 19.
Oh shit.
A 19
All right.
teen?
Yeah.
They look at each other, and they're like, "Meh." They both sling their spike chains over their shoulders.
Like, they're not happy about this, but they gotta do it.
Might as well.
I mean, we're already dressed up.
Yeah.
Here's Alana. She's
That's true.
kind of famous. Let's go whip people in her name. They come out around the corner.
I'm a high class bitch.
You guys are stacked up on the other side of room 2, and you see 2 Rakdosi leather daddies, for lack of a better term.
So we're just nonchalant,
Yeah.
pose against a wall.
Yeah. Basically,
Act normal.
they rip the curtains off. And the people at the poker game, the one guy at the poker game that was over Pontiff, you're guessing, he's like, what is the meaning of this? Psh, ah! And they just like roll in with whips and start getting them. Just like,
I would like to cast a spell.
okay,
I would like it to be command,
okay.
and it's going to be undress.
Oh, no! I don't want to do this! I'm going to fail the save just because that's way funnier. No, I don't want to do this. I really don't. You kind of feel like maybe he does a little bit.
Yeah, I guess the sensation.
You kind of feel like maybe your spell failed, but at the same time he's going along with it. So
No, he cast command on me. I'm doing it. No.
you can't cast command on
No,
what is already
please.
happening.
This is gonna get weird.
All right, so, and I need a d20 again. It is at this point that the Demir agent at the table sees you around the corner cast that spell and says, "Are you serious? 2 nights in a row with this?"
I feel like we
Small
should
world, darling.
You know what? I'm just gonna go in and try to
All
stay.
right, let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody should
Yeah.
kill her.
Oh, if Pigeon would like to.
Yeah. Oh, I got an 8 is better than a 3.
I got an 11.
Not great. 8 plus.
We weren't trying to move it, okay? Like shit happens.
No.
Yeah, but now I got-
It's a 10 for me.
Rakdos, okay? Don't give a shit about your order.
Fuck you and the dice tray you came in on.
Like fucking you and your courtesy. What happened to the blue die?
Oh.
All right, I have stats for these people somewhere.
Okay.
1 second. I did actually prepare for this eventuality. Didn't prepare for the leather daddies. That's gonna be.
This is great. Yeah, what are their stats?
They probably got good BAB.
They're Greek gods.
Yeah.
20s and everything.
Oh, I wish.
That'd be nice.
It's the lifestyle.
It's an Easter egg.
All right, so this is the part where we were transitioned to a combat map, but that portion of the thing is not ready yet. So this is gonna be some theater of the mind ass combat. Get ready. All right, who got the high initiative here?
I got a 7, so
I
not
had an
me.
11.
10.
Thought Spy got a nat 20.
God damn it.
No.
They're doing great. It'll be fine.
That ruined my plan.
She gets to go first, though.
Yeah.
What is she gonna do? 3 range attacks with daggers. Don't mind if I do.
Ah.
All right, so everyone stands up at the table at once. The 2 goblins are like, "Get down, boss!" And they try to push him under the table. He's like, "Don't tell me what to do!" As he's being pushed
That
under
seems
the
like
table.
something a goblin would say.
The nobleman is just like, "Ah!" And both of the thralls like physically cover over his body to try and protect him as they all
I
cower
thought they
on
would
the
have helped
floor.
him undress. Like,
No.
He's half naked.
Tripping over his own
I don't want
pants.
to talk about what the thralls are doing then. Never mind.
Ooh.
All right, so the Demir agent is going to throw 3 daggers at the one person she can see. No, fuck it. She's going to kill these weirdos with spike chains. Like, this is... These dudes out of here. Miss. Miss. And that'll probably hit. All right, so one Rakdosi goes down with a dagger in his fucking eye. The other one,
Yowzers.
he dies in the arms of the other one, and you can see the tears leaking out from behind his mouth. He's like,
no.
no! All right, who's got the high initiative after that?
I think
it's me,
Yeah,
11.
you
It is.
do.
What did you get?
I got a 6.
Okay, so you're at
Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
Can I maneuver past Mr. Basilthwaite?
Yeah.
Then I would like to run into the room and dive onto the table to try to eat the noodles.
Okay.
Just the
Just
fistful
all
of them.
of the.
All the...
Oh,
All right, roll me
boy.
an athletics check, I guess.
Good thing I have a bonus to that. Well, I rolled double digits, so that's 16.
16 will do it. Oh, by the way, there's a bunch of stuff on this table, which your body just like
Yeah, I'm aware.
smashes.
I'm here for noodles.
So you get all 3 thought strands, you eat them, you have a kaleidoscopic experience as you remember 3 different things at once. We'll get into what they are later. You fall off the other side of the table in a shower of gold coins. There's a lot of gold on that table.
Just how I've
that is
always
now-
wanted to bathe.
By the way, there's a lot of gold on that table that is now all over the room.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, who's next?
Excellent. I think that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she's gonna go ahead and get real big. And I'm trying to decide. I think this is what I want to do because I think
You're
it would
like
be
a
very,
Apache
very
chief.
fun. I don't know what that means, man.
Yeah, he was a superhero. His power is to get giant. That was it.
Oh wow! Well,
Sweet
that
superpower.
sucks.
Apache Chief.
Isn't
Um.
that just Ant-Man?
No, he was way different.
Okay.
That he was a Native American.
Oh,
That's fair.
like theirs.
And he did not have a suit. His
All
powers
right.
were
That's-
just spiritual.
Yeah.
that's fair.
And he would say innate Chuck, and that would be
Oh, that's where that's from.
yeah.
I think.
It's Apache Chief.
Let's see. So she's gonna become, if these stats are pretty good, I think she's gonna become a giant centipede
Oh my god.
because it's also terrifying.
Yeah.
And it's poison, so I'm gonna go ahead and bite at her
All right.
because my goal is definitely to kill
I drew
her.
my pocket. Pockets.
That would be fucking amazing. Just I mean, I can jump off your back. That seems like something I would do. But yeah, giant centipede, and I'm gonna bite at her. That is.
Giant centipede. Fuck.
I know,
It's
right?
terrifying. Good thing I'm on the other side of the stable.
Yeah.
That's a 15.
15 will do it.
Excellent. So
Give me
it's
that
a
damage.
one hit is 1d4 plus 2 piercing damage plus 3d6 poison damage.
What are you talking about?
Wow. And that's
Are
how
you
she
sure
died.
you can turn into a giant
Yep,
centipede?
it is a level 2 form.
All right.
Okay.
Roll me some damage.
Excellent.
Life,
All right.
It's a hard knock life at
I think
CR1
yours
and
pick
level
mine.
2.
Or
Yeah,
all
let's
three.
see.
Sometimes you just get
yeah,
bit by a
let's
giant
do,
centipede.
let's do
And
all
sometimes
three.
you
Can I
total
borrow
party wipe.
somebody? Okay, yeah. So
Holy shit.
14.
that would be a 14 poison damage,
Don't
and
forget
now
D4.
let's
The actual biting.
is a
16.
yeah. So that's a
16 damage.
two piercing damage, and then yeah,
Damn.
So you
tastes good.
turn into a very vengeful centipede. I feel like your anger is like radiating.
Oh
off of your
yeah,
eyes.
well, and I was very afraid before, but now I
Yeah.
got my
Now I'm a
buddies,
centipede.
like, and I'm a giant centipede.
All right.
That's so cool.
That is
Lots
pretty
of
nice.
legs. It's very continuing in her trademark unsettling way.
Are you still sticky?
All right. So she takes
No,
14
it's in the
damage. She's not
stats.
dead.
Jesus.
You can see the literally her veins are turning dark near where he bit her in the clavicle from the poison flowing through it. And on her turn, she will do things. But
Yeah, I
the
would
rest of your
imagine
guys'
still
gonna
like
stop.
holding on to her as well. So get ready to contend with that. Oops. You're gonna do a Constitution saving throw to see if you are paralyzed.
what? All right.
Wow.
Oh, this night's gonna take a turn for the weird if she's paralyzed.
I got an 8.
It's DC 11, so bud, you're not gonna move anywhere.
So she's like, actually,
Yep.
What the
And that is for
fuck?
1 hour. So this is great because Pigeon's definitely taking her home.
oh no.
Oh no.
What is that?
I'll
No
carry her
be
for you.
juice.
All right. So I think it's your next.
Yes, I'm after Kira. Well, that threat's taken care of. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here.
Get to stabbing. We're Cult of Rakdos.
Can
Oh,
I
yeah.
yell something at you?
I mean,
Sure.
Undress the one gimp and put the Orza of Pontiff in the gimp suit, and we will bring him with us.
Why do you bring it with you? Okay.
We're supposed to
I feel like
humiliate him, right?
that's not how we cover our identities. To take
not
the
at
guy
all.
with us.
No, we're not doing
Maybe
that.
unconsciously.
Yeah, I have like
Oh yeah, he'll
nothing
be
to contribute
unconscious
to
later.
this.
So wait, are you still hiding around the corner to hide
Yeah,
your identity?
I'm just not letting him see my face.
Okay. There's a big Loxodon paladin. I couldn't. That's all I got.
I guess I'll take out a.
Doesn't narrow it down at all.
I'll take a crossbow. I'll take out my light crossbow and like aim at one of the goblins.
Ah! He immediately becomes frightened. All right, take a shot.
Really?
Yell murder victim at him. It helps.
Vicious mockery. All right. Attack bonus gets 4.
Oh, you gotta roll in the dice box.
Okay, well it got a 12.
Rampant cheating on the show.
Yep. Can
That's what I landed on. Want me
You're
to
actually on.
re-roll?
You're on 2 different cameras. I think you're fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a 16.
That's a hit on a goblin.
All right, I will roll
that
the.
is a dead goblin.
All right, I will roll the damage. Where's the D8?
That is a dead goblin.
Maybe they do have 7 hit points.
No,
A
he's a
3.
live goblin.
Yeah, it's a 3. I literally got a 1.
You shoot one of them with a crossbow, hits him right like here in his like torso area. He just looks at it, looks at you, just, ow! Why?
He's half dead.
That's workman's comp.
Oh yeah, hey man, that's right. No, unless you're on substances, which
That enrages their boss, who pushes his
I would
way
be
out.
on
He's
some
like,
substances.
what kind of idiots would rob my poker game? You come to Kranko's game. You rob Kranko? That's what you do?
We're not robbing you.
Actually, we're robbing you.
Click, click. Click, click. She can't super talk in centipede form. Click, click. Because your mouth is full of mind spaghetti.
Delicious mind spaghetti.
We're not here for you.
Hell, I'm here for you now. And he snaps his fingers, and then so there are 2 goblins in the room, and then through like a ventilation duct in the around the corner from where you are, 2 more show up out of nowhere.
Oh.
Yeah, he does that now. He's like actual Krenko.
That is true. He would make exactly 2 more goblins.
He would.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's the mechanics. Recharges on a roll of a 6.
Oh,
though,
you
so.
freaking nerd.
Does he like bend over at the waist?
He taps. It just
Yeah.
turns sideways.
Uh-huh.
All right, magic jokes.
Freaking, yeah.
Goblins are gonna attack people. I need d20s.
I will provide.
Goblin
do you
outside's
need do you
gonna
need another one?
really ill-advisedly
I know.
attack you.
I'm gonna know what I'm gonna do on my next turn.
Ah, he gets like a 22 to hit.
Oh shit!
That hits.
All right,
Yeah.
he does 4 damage.
Oh boy.
It's a
Out
pogo
of my
battle for you.
20 hit points.
Jesus, Loxodons.
To be fair, I'm
Am
not
I
far
right?
behind you.
Yeah.
All right, Krenko is gonna try and
That's
stab.
not pitch-
It's
well-
the most threatening. The fucking giant centipede, obviously.
No.
It gets a 7 to hit you.
Yeah, my armor class 13.
All right,
so.
then the other 2 are gonna try and stab you as well. I got a 13.
Does it go to hitter or runner in that case? Like
a
my
top.
armor
13,
class
right?
is 13.
So it does
yeah.
hit you.
Yeah.
Last one also hits you. So you'll take a total of 8 damage.
8 damage.
What is some stabbing noise?
I don't even know what that means for me.
It's probably some amount of your hit points.
Yeah, I'm trying to find where those are in this one.
Unless poker games turn into a regular Donnybrook.
Yeah. All right, we're still good. Even if it's just my HP, but it's
So I
definitely
believe it's
not
back
my
to the top unless
HP.
there's anybody
All
else.
right, back to
Yeah.
the top. Let me
Do
roll.
I get the turn?
Yeah, sorry. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay.
If
Yeah,
you
I
wanted.
forgot about you.
Yeah,
I
that
thought
seems
you were just
right.
kind of hanging out back there.
No,
I guess he's
I
gotta
want
fight
to
the
attack
goblin.
the goblins that's trying to kill me.
Okay.
You probably should
Hold
back
on,
up
let me
and force the
double
goblin away
check
from
that
the
I didn't
door.
just get turned into something. Okay, no, that was very close though. I got like 1 hit point in this form.
Oh.
Yeah, this form is weaker than I thought. But
So
what are
you
gonna
did what
do?
you had to do.
I sure did.
By paralyzing this lady, you allowed me to kill her.
Can somebody blind
We will
at some
kill
point
her.
the Ozov person?
Kill-
Because right now all I can
kill
do is
her.
kill goblins outside, and that's super boring.
Except
Nice.
she's
Swinging
not
on
saying
this
that. She
goblin.
just click, click, click.
He stabs
I mean,
you
I
with a
get-
spear.
I read
looks
what your
up,
eyes are saying.
Yeah.
sees the hammer
Oh,
coming
my
down.
many
I
eyes. Like,
rolled a
yeah. She
15.
winks
You
at
got
her
him.
face.
Roll damage.
The D8. I deal 5 points of damage.
So he's almost dead.
So you crack his skull, but he's still like standing. There's still a little bit of goblin left inside that skull. All right. Back to the top. Making a con save for poison. Sounds like.
Yes.
Does it
Let's
save at the
see.
end of the round, or is it just straight paralyzed?
If the poison damage reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable but poisoned for 1 hour. Even after regaining hit points, it is paralyzed while poisoned. So, yeah, you're just there, man. Oh no, no, you're there.
So there's no save at the end of round. It's just
Because-
just poison for like a while.
Yeah, you're poisoned for an hour.
Sweet. All right.
You are
That's less things for me to manage.
Poisoned or
Yeah.
paralyzed?
paralyzed. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, she's paralyzed for an hour.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound
they're
right. But
they're
also
together
I
because
love
you
it,
lost
so
the
it don't fit.
Constitution saving throw. So, I don't know if you want to take another one.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not that specific.
No, I like that a lot more actually from a narrative perspective. All right, so that means that it is Fonz's turn.
I'm gonna leap onto her and then just start stabbing her.
Ah!
Yeah.
I don't even know this person. I'm fucking killing him.
Yeah, I'm killing her.
Wait, who were you killing?
The woman.
The cloak?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kill her.
Jesus pigeon.
Yes.
All right, roll with advantage.
Damn.
Good job, you have advantage.
Yeah, I can re-roll that, right, with advantage?
Yeah, advantage is you roll twice and take the better.
You got inspiration too, didn't you?
Oh, that's way better.
that is
I got 19 to hit her.
Yep. All right, that's an automatic crit with your combat advantage, which doubles the dice.
Oh.
So
And my sneak attack.
yeah, double sneak attack dice also.
So she's probably gonna die.
One would hope.
Who would think? She took what 16 damage. Can't have that many left.
Does this please this pigeon?
5, 11.
Plus 2.
That's 13, 15.
15. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you stab and stab and stab, and then at some point in your blood red misted fugue, you notice that the thing you're stabbing is no longer a person. It's just a bag of bones.
This
You
pile
sort
of
like,
flesh with poison.
sort of look around for the next person to stab. All of the goblins are like,
Centipede pigeon is
Like,
doing
shit
like
just
a
got-
victory dance.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like bellow, like. "Roar!"
this was like a fun
Lots of the little
Rakdos
legs, just
Club
like-
knife fight before, but now it's a life or death struggle. And everyone's like, oh no.
Not again.
They should have known better than invite me.
Alright, next up, Alana, I think.
That's
Yeah,
me,
actually,
yeah.
I go after her.
So who is closest to me? Because I'm gonna strike out at. Isn't it one of the goblins
A
who
goblin is
threw
closest
shit
to
at
you.
me? Yeah. So we're
Kill
gonna go
Cranko.
ahead and bite at him.
Good luck with that.
Well, that's a 13 plus 4, right?
17.
Yeah.
17 will hit.
17 will hit. Okay. So yeah, it's gonna be the same deal. 1d4 plus 2 is the hit.
Okay.
And then, let's see, I could actually do that. Oh, in the Constitution saving throw, it was before. You got to do the Constitution saving throw, and then you're paralyzed. So it's
Slang me a
a
D20.
4.
Con save on a goblin. He fucking fails.
Excellent. So, can I get those
He's probably dead.
D6s again? Yeah, so it's 6 piercing damage and an 8 poison damage.
Alright, you straight up
And
kill an
you are-
entire goblin.
Delicious.
In the natural order, the hierarchy of things, it's like goblin, and then spinal centipede is up here. Wah! They're technically considered a prey animal.
So, so
All
who's
right.
left?
So that leaves
There's,
Alana.
There
There are
are 3 goblins,
3 goblins,
Krenko,
1 badly wounded, Krenko. There's a
And the
nobleman on the
pontiff.
floor, the pontiff,
and
and
1
2 thralls.
whippy guy.
And the whippy guy
Yeah.
who is not doing a whole lot of anything.
He's just crying over the
Yeah,
body
he's
of
sad.
his
He no
So
longer
yeah,
has
you're like, what the fuck's the whippy guy doing? And as soon as someone was brutally murdered, he like put his back against the wall and has been slowly edging his way out of the room, trailing the the chain behind him. Like, nobody noticed me.
It got too real even for him.
I guess I'll do Thunderwave.
Jesus Christ! Did I
Nice.
mention this is a 10 by 15 room?
Is
So
it gonna
we're
hit you
all
guys too?
deafened
Yes.
at this point?
Fine, I won't do Thunderwave.
No, do it.
Nah, I won't.
Nah.
I won't attack my teammates. I'll do,
That's
the,
what Fonz would have
I'll,
done.
do, I'll do the crossbow thing again.
That's why you don't have Thunderwave.
That is why
Right.
I don't have Thunder.
All right, I'll do crossbow again.
I would
aim
be
at the-
instantly knocked out of my
I'll aim
form.
at in charge goblin.
Okay.
He's annoyed me now.
It's definitely
Franco, you mean?
Yes, an 8 did not hit him.
So he actually, you point at him and he like quickly whips out of the way. You get the impression that this is not the first or 100th time that he's dodged a crossbow bolt.
Probably.
All right. Now we're gonna do everybody else. Paralyzed person on the floor. Pogo, you want to take a turn?
I'd love to.
Go ahead, man.
Alright,
Oh yeah, you're still in the life or death struggle with this goblin. That
It's
you
not
bring.
really life or death for him.
yeah, I'm just going to ignore that goblin.
You just backhand him.
No,
Oh,
I'm just
yeah,
going
it's
to like do my best to like run into the room, keep my
No.
shield
Yes.
between my face,
Yeah, the 0 is
Und
the 10.
the guy on the floor,
Because it's like a...
and I'm
yeah.
going to try and just beat up Kranko.
Okay. Gonna try and hit Cranko with a hammer. Do it.
Yes. Let's see here.
Derp-a-doop.
Hiya. Okay, I got a 17.
All right. That will hit him.
Cool. I'm also going to smite, so it's going to be
Oh!
3d8 plus 2.
And that's how Cranko died.
Nice.
I
He
got
is
a
only
4
he's what, like a 3-2?
and a 7
Nice.
and another 7, so it's going to be 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage,
Yeah.
which leaves him with a hit point.
Okay.
So you roll in. You are radiating with the unholy might of the Orzova. You have your shield in front of your face, so all they see is just like a, I don't know, 300-pound, 7-foot-tall column of Orzovan armor, and you proceed to smash their boss on the face so hard that he like rocks back on his heels. He does the whole like 360-degree spin over the table, like knocking the remainder of the shit that was on there over, and then like lands at the end. He's like, "Are you looking for a job?"
Interestingly, sort of.
I was hoping you would say, "You are the job."
Can we re-roll? Can we rewrite that?
Who is left alive in this room?
Several goblins,
Okay.
by which I mean two.
Yeah, two
Alright.
ones outside.
One pontiff and
The
one.
thrall or
And the
something?
two thralls.
Yeah.
And
Thralls
us.
aren't gonna do anything though.
Okay.
Probably.
All right, so that was all your guys' turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was the last one.
All right, so he's like, we'll talk about it later. Pocket sand. He actually takes a bag full of coppers and throws it in your face, just like $100, just throws it right in your face. Which is very distracting
Would
for
have
a
been better if it was
Minnesotan.
just one gold coin.
He has the thing that all goblins have, which is nimble escape, where he can just get out of combat without doing opportunity attacks, which is great because he has 1 hit point.
Yeah.
Fucking makes a run for it.
Cool. He can leave.
Yeah, we are there for him.
Yeah, so I think we're pretty well done with combat at this point. I think keeps the person. I want to get him naked, and then just leave him there. And then
take the
all
gold.
Take all the money and leave.
You still
Yeah.
got your shield up?
Yeah, I'm just like
You're
this.
okay.
Get naked.
Get him naked. He'll never figure out who it is with the elephant feet and a giant shield.
And the
on his
voice.
face.
And the very
Oh, we need to
distinctive
get this
accent.
person naked.
Maybe give him a concussion.
Where's the whippy man?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get him back in here.
Now, if only the Demir agent was alive, they might be able to help with something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
If only.
It
There
was
was
better
no
this
way
way.
she was gonna get
Yeah.
out of there alive.
No.
I am gonna have. Can I search the body? Pigeon is definitely taking some sort of very creepy token.
I give you a bone. Have bone loan.
Ooh. Yeah, I'd take.
Let's just
Guess
gather
I'm
up
just
the
like
fucking
poking the
gold.
centipede with a bone.
Yeah, let's just
I'm
gather up
gonna
some
go back
gold
into my
and,
regular form so I can stuff my pockets with
still gonna poke you
all
with
the
this bone.
loot.
All right, so you guys are fucking around with bones. You guys are gathering loot.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm getting from this. All right.
How much loot did we gather from this theft?
How much time are you gonna spend looking for gold pieces on the floor?
I'm sure she'd take this lady's cloak too.
I mean, like,
yeah, ooh,
we're in
yeah.
a Rakdos club. It's not like
I need to
anyone's
do
coming to interrupt
I'm
us
gonna.
right now.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah.
About that.
stealing the
Uh,
bloody
Plus, I
cloak.
also have to get gold to give to Persephone.
Rakdos,
So I
man.
mean,
So roll me a dexterity check,
Oh,
just for snatching gold. You can also roll strength if you want.
Oh, strength is way
Where's-
better.
oh, okay.
I got a 12.
So you're basically throwing all of the furniture out of the room, and she's like grabbing all the gold off the ground.
Cool.
Aw. It's a nat 1.
yeah, I got a 3.
Get God, nerds.
I got a 3.
Okay.
What does that mean? Do I
Not
think-
super great. All right,
trip
so
on
can I have
something?
2d10s, please?
No, that's a D12.
Percentile.
You guys didn't roll super awesome. But you lucked out anyway. You got 99% of the
Oh,
gold.
shit.
Holy
Wow,
fuck.
you're bad at this? What's not how lucky?
So you have 99% of the gold and also the magic items that were on the table and the thought strands in the bag. There's still
Well,
like
thought strands are in my stomach.
yeah,
he ate 'em.
in your stomach. Sorry, I forgot about those.
Mine's spaghetti.
It is about oh shit, we're running super late. We got to wrap this
Are
up.
you stupid?
No.
Okay, I was wondering where you
It
guys
is
were
about that time that Persephone, because they voted on Rakdos for the random encounter, rolls around and sees you guys like shuffling gold into a bag. It's like, hey everybody, there's free gold on the ground in this room, and there's like a fucking stampede of people like running to get in this
And
room.
they get 1% of it?
Yeah, they get 1% of the gold, which ends up being like 8 gold pieces because you guys just got 789 gold pieces.
Plus a
Hell
cloak.
yes.
And a
We're
bone.
gonna give 20 of that gold to Persephone.
For the drinks.
So
Yeah.
you give her the gold. She's like, look! They all run up to
Uh-huh.
like go stab and / or steal. You guys might have to make a hasty exit. But that's what we're going to call it
make a
this
hasty
evening.
exit.
Thanks everybody for coming out.
Nice.
This is the new stream, Ravnica. We're going to be doing this every
Here's
week.
your blue dye back.
I think.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
All right.
Woo!